Greetings. Greetings, everyone. Hope you guys are having a blessed and awesome morning thus far. Sorry for missing a few days. I was wrestling with the flu and then also wrestling with a situation that happened with me, I think 2 days ago, maybe three, where this young man, to say the least, had an issue with a piece of equipment, and the mechanic came over, and instead of coming and you know being a mechanic, he decided to in his mind belittle me with profanity, and he just kept going. And I said nothing. I left it alone. But being a human being, a part of me wanted to literally slap the taste out of him, like literally, right? So I wrestled with it for a while. I prayed on it a lot, right? And one of the passages that I got to was, even though, and this is something I'm still wrestling with now, so as I'm talking, I'm still asking God to give me the clarity for others that I'm sure are going to experience the exact same thing, if not even more. You know, forgiveness is a powerful thing, and even though I forgave, I'm wrestling with myself about forgiving me for the thought that came across my mind of literally wanting to just open palm this man, right? Because the thing that I realize is that not everyone is grown here. And then also, not everyone cares to hear or know or even see God. And when they see you and see the joy that you carry and the happiness that you bring within you from God, the enemy don't like that. And if they themselves don't believe in God, which he doesn't, so he doesn't believe in God, it's easier for them to be used by the enemy to get you off and take you off of your sight with God. And that's the thing that I wrestle with, right? So I had to pray for him, but then I had to turn around and pray for myself and ask God to forgive me. See, because he doesn't believe in God, but I do. So I have to come to God with humility and ask God to forgive me for the thought of wanting to hurt this person, right? Or even if I retaliated with the same amount of aggression and profanity, I'm the one that's offending God then, not him. He does it willingly. But me knowing God and walking with God, I'm offending God because I'm allowing this person to make me lose that grace that I have with God. So I had to ask God to forgive me for the thoughts in my mind. And it's a daily thing that I deal with. It's rough because as a person that goes out and speaks about God, you wrestle with a lot because you're going to get tested even more than those that care nothing for God. So the enemy loves them, but the enemy hates me and people like me that wants to be in the presence of God. So daily I have to ask God to forgive me for my thoughts more so than my actions, because my actions aren't one of anything bad. My actions are actually okay because I didn't do anything to him. I didn't even retaliate with the words, but the thoughts in my mind, right? And then I also have to wrestle with, if this person comes back at me again, what do I do? Now, to be honest with you, they raise their hand, I'm going to defend myself. I'm not going to lay down and let them just put their hands on me. But if they come back with the same amount of words and the same aggression, as long as they don't put their hand on you, that you have to defend yourself, forgive them. It says it in the Word of God that if someone offends you 7 times, you forgive them 7 times, 77 times. That's what Jesus said. And I'm paraphrasing, by the way. But no matter how many times they offend you, you forgive them, right? And I'm learning that. And it's a humbling experience because it takes a lot out of you, especially when you've been a person on the defensive your entire life. It takes a lot out of you to let that go and forgive. But the forgiveness is not for them, the forgiveness is for you and the load that it takes off of you and where it puts you with Christ because the enemy wants you to not be in the presence of God. So the prayer that you're praying, that I realize, is not for them alone, it's for you as well. And the load that it lifts off of you, that burden that it takes away from you. So just continue to stay in the presence of God and allow God to use you and move you. He knows that we're not perfect. That's God. God knows we're not perfect. He knows we're going to wrestle with a lot. But there's so much in His Word that will help you, you know, and help you to walk through it daily because Jesus did say, take your cross up daily and walk with me. He didn't say take it up once a month, once a year. He said daily take your cross up because He knows there's a burden there each and every day. Even when you're sleeping, there's a burden. That's why He wants you to take that cross up daily and walk with Him. And as long as you stay in His Word and you stay in the presence of Him and you stay around like-minded people that are seeking God, things will be better in your life. So I just wanted to encourage you, stay strong, stay faithful, stay prayed up, and have an awesome, awesome day today. I am going to go back to bed now because it's really early in the morning, but obviously it's something that's sitting on my spirit and I had to get on here and share it and pray that it will help someone else. Just remember, stay in the presence of God, stay in His Word, and allow Him to lead you through your day-to-day struggles. Have a blessed and awesome day. And as you go forth, remember, let no one steal that joy from within you. And know that a simple smile can save a life. Have a great one.